Good morning. This is All India Radio. I'm Sarabjit Kaur and with me is Subhadra Ramachandran. The headlines. Tripura BJP President Dr. Manik Saha to be sworn in as Chief Minister of the state this morning. NIA conducts raids at 4 places in Kashmir, arrests 2 overground workers of terror group TRF. Former Punjab Congress President Sunil Jakhar resigns from party. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al-Nahan elected President of UAE. Prime Minister Narendra Modi extends best wishes to the new leader. Indian Embassy in Ukraine to resume its operations in Kyiv from 17th of this month. At least 10 people killed in mass shooting at Buffalo supermarket in New York, US. Heat wave continues to sweep North India. Orange alert issued for Delhi today. Heavy rains lash northeastern parts of the country. India to take on Indonesia in the final of Thomas Cup badminton in Bangkok this morning. India's women boxers Neetu and Manisha advanced to quarter-finals of IBA Women's World Championships in Istanbul. And in IPL cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders beat Sunrisers Hyderabad by 54 runs in Pune. Tripura BJP President Dr. Manik Saha will be sworn in as Chief Minister of the state today. The incumbent Chief Minister, Biplab Kumar Dev, resigned from his post yesterday. Dr. Saha, a Rajya Sabha MP from Tripura, was elected leader of the BJP Legislative Party yesterday. A dental surgeon turned politician, 69-year-old Saha has to be elected to the State Assembly within the next 6 months. In 2021, Dr. Saha became the President of Tripura BJP. After resigning from the CM's post, Biplab Dev said, for the interest of the party and considering the assembly elections due next year, he resigned from the Chief Minister's post. Mr. Dev had become the Chief Minister on the 9th of March 2018 after the BJP-IPFT alliance came to power by defeating the Left Front in the assembly elections, ending the latter's 25-year rule. More details on this from our Agartala correspondent.
Mr. Saha, 69, who was elected to the Rajya Sabha from the lone seat of Tripura on March 31, on Saturday elected as the BJP Legislature Party leader and then met Governor Satyendra Narayan Arya and staked claim to form the government with a letter of support from the party legislatures. Dr. Saha has to be elected to the State Assembly within the next 6 months. Saha, also a professor at the Tripura Medical College and B.R. Ambedkar Memorial Teaching Hospital in Agartala, as well as the president of the Tripura Cricket Association, joined the BJP in 2015. In 2021, Saha, a close associate of outgoing Chief Minister Dev, became the president of the Tripura BJP Pradesh Committee. The election to the 60-member Tripura Assembly is due in January-February next year. Rina Nongmaithem, AIR News, Agartala.
The National Investigating Agency, NIA, has conducted searches at 4 locations in Kashmir Valley in the districts of Baramulla, Kupwara, Pulwama and Shopian and arrested 2 accused in the Resistance Front case. The case relates to activities of the Resistance Front TRF, an offshoot of banned terrorist organization Lashkar-e-Taiba and its self-styled commander Sajjad Gul, who has been actively radicalizing, motivating and recruiting youth for indulging in violent activities in Jammu and Kashmir and other parts of India. During the searches, digital devices and incriminating material used for fabrication of improvised explosive device, jihadi literature and posters have been seized. Based on these searches, 2 overground workers of TRF who were in contact with their Pakistan-based handlers were arrested for providing logistic support for terrorist activities, spreading terrorist propaganda, radicalizing and recruiting new members.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said that the benefits of separate state of Telangana have not reached the common people even after about 8 years. He said, though the state was formed mainly for its share of water, funds and recruitment, they have not reached common people and no assurance given by the TRS was fulfilled. Mr. Shah was addressing a public meeting held on the occasion of conclusion of second phase of Praja Sangrama Yatra by BJP State President B. Sanjay Kumar at Tukkuguda near Hyderabad yesterday. Mr. Shah said the state government is misleading people by stating that the centre is not giving funds. He made it clear that the centre has given over 2,52,000 crore rupees to Telangana under various welfare programs, and Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao and his family members are getting undue credit by printing their photos on the assets of the schemes. Mr. Shah further alleged that the TRS government has not fulfilled its assurances, including crop loan waiver and 2-bedroom houses to the poor.
आपने वादा किया था हर बेरोजगार को बेरोजगारी का भत्ता दिया जाएगा। आपने कहा था किसानों का कर्ज 1 लाख रुपए तक माफ करेंगे। कोई किसानों का कर्ज माफ नहीं हुआ। हर जिले में सुपर स्पेशलिटी अस्पताल बनाना था, कुछ नहीं बना है। आपने वादा किया था 2 बेडरूम का हाउस देंगे। अरे 2 बेडरूम छोड़ो, प्रधानमंत्री हाउसिंग योजना को भी आप जमीन पर नहीं उतार पाए हो। आपने कहा था दलित भाइयों के लिए 50,000 करोड़ का बजट देंगे। चंद्रशेखर राव जी, कहाँ है वो बजट?
Mr. Shah said the Praja Sangrama Yatra is meant for the welfare of SCs and STs and farmers. Responding to TRS leaders' allegations, he said if BJP voted to power during the next elections, the state government will purchase boiled rice. Earlier yesterday, Union Home Minister formally inaugurated the National Cyber Forensic Laboratory NCFL in Hyderabad. Mr. Shah inaugurated the premium laboratory at the premises of the Central Forensic Science Laboratory CFSL located at Ramnathpur in the city. The Cyber and Information Security Division of the Home Ministry has set up the NCFL at the CFSL under Cyber Crime Prevention Against Women and Child Scheme. The project was awarded to the CFSL with an estimated cost of about 35.51 crore rupees. Union Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari has announced that road overbridges ROBs in the state highways in Bihar would be constructed with an expenditure of rupees 700 crores. He said 10,000 crore rupees have been allotted for the construction of bypass roads and rupees 25,000 crore for 17 new mega bridges in the state. Mr. Nitin Gadkari inaugurated the remaining 3 lanes downstream of the 6-lane Koilwar Bridge over the Son River in Bhojpur through video conferencing from New Delhi yesterday. The minister said the much-awaited 1,528-metre long and 32-metre wide bridge, built parallel to the old Koilwar Bridge, is expected to ease traffic and make travel easy for people between Patna and South Bihar towns as well as the eastern Uttar Pradesh. The Union Minister said the old and new projects sanctioned in Bihar will be completed between 2022 and 2024.
Former Punjab Congress Chief Sunil Jakhar has resigned from the party. He, however, did not give any indication of joining any other political party. The move comes days after the Congress disciplinary panel recommended his suspension from the party for 2 years and removed him from all posts. Mr. Jakhar's decision to quit came at a time when the Congress leadership is holding a Chintan Shivir in Udaipur, Rajasthan, in an attempt to put its house in order. Mr. Jakhar said that he was heartbroken over the show-cause notice issued to him by the Congress Disciplinary Action Committee for not toeing the party line, even as 3 generations of his family had served the Congress for 50 years. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu will visit United Arab Emirates today to offer condolences on behalf of the Government of India to the UAE leadership on the demise of former President of the UAE and ruler of Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al-Nahan. The former President of the UAE and ruler of Abu Dhabi passed away on Friday. President Ramnath Kovind and Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed condolences at his demise. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar visited the UAE embassy in New Delhi yesterday to convey India's condolences. India also observed a day of national mourning yesterday. The Ministry of External Affairs in a statement said, under the leadership of Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al-Nahan, India-UAE ties prospered greatly to the mutual benefit of the people of the 2 countries. The MEA said he took exceptional care of the large Indian community in UAE who held him in high esteem. The two countries will continue to take forward their historic and comprehensive strategic relationship in new and diverse areas, the ministry added. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al-Nahan has been elected as President of the United Arab Emirates a day after the death of former leader Sheikh Khalifa. Sheikh Mohammed was elected by the Federal Supreme Council, becoming the ruler of the oil-rich country founded by his father in 1971. Sheikh Mohammed, often known as MBZ, met members of the Federal Supreme Council made up of rulers of the UAE's 7 Emirates. His ascension, which was widely expected, formalizes his position as leader of the UAE. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has wished Sheikh Mohammed on being elected as the new president. In a tweet, Mr. Modi expressed confidence that under his dynamic and visionary leadership, comprehensive strategic partnership between India and UAE will continue to deepen.
Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh has said that the Russia-Ukraine conflict, along with COVID pandemic, has impacted the world economy and is going through a difficult phase. He added that the Union government has initiated a number of steps to deal with these challenges and the results are visible. Addressing an event in his parliamentary constituency Lucknow in Uttar Pradesh yesterday, Mr. Singh said, due to the government's all-round efforts, the Indian economy is witnessing V-shaped recovery. The Indian embassy in Ukraine, which is temporarily operating out of Warsaw in Poland, would be resuming its operation in Kyiv with effect from the 17th of this month. The embassy was temporarily relocated to Warsaw on the 13th of March this year.
Russia has suspended electricity supply to Finland. Russia's largest electricity company, ROA Nordic, has suspended electricity supply to Finland owing to non-payment for the supplied electricity. RAO Nordic OY has been importing electricity from Russia to Finland for many years. The company said this situation is exceptional and happened for the first time in over 20 years of our trading history. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin told his Finnish counterpart Sauli Niinisto that ditching neutrality and joining NATO would be a mistake that could damage relations between their two countries. Moscow has described this as a security threat and added that it would be forced to take retaliatory steps. However, Moscow has not specified what steps it plans to take. The Kremlin said Mr. Putin stressed that abandoning the traditional policy of military neutrality would be a mistake since there are no threats to Finland's security. In the United States, at least 10 people were killed and several others injured at a grocery store in New York's Buffalo City last night after a gunman opened fire. According to reports, the assailant was wearing military-style clothing and body armor and opened fire with a rifle. The gunman was taken into custody by the police. Federal Bureau of Investigation is probing the shooting incident both as a hate crime and racially motivated violent extremism. The suspect was questioned by investigators.
You are listening to the morning news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Tripura BJP President Dr. Manik Saha to be sworn in as Chief Minister of the state this morning. NIA conducts raids at 4 places in Kashmir, arrests 2 ground workers of terror group TRF. Former Punjab Congress President Sunil Jakhar resigns from party. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al-Nahan elected President of the UAE. Prime Minister Narendra Modi extends best wishes to the new leader. Indian Embassy in Ukraine to resume its operation in Kyiv from the 17th of this month. At least 10 people killed in mass shooting at Buffalo Supermarket in New York, US. Heat wave continues to sweep North India. Orange alert issued for Delhi today. Heavy rains lash northeastern part of the country. India to take on Indonesia in the final of Thomas Cup badminton in Bangkok this morning. India's women boxers Neetu and Manisha advanced to quarterfinals of IBA Women's World Championships in Istanbul. And in IPL cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders beat Sunrisers Hyderabad by 54 runs in Pune. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
कंपटीशन की अगर आप कर रहे हैं तैयारी तो उनके लिए ऑल इंडिया रेडियो पर हम लाए हैं अभ्यास, एक ऐसा कार्यक्रम जिसमें आप पूछेंगे सवाल व्हाट्सएप नंबर 9289094044 पर या फिर ईमेल करेंगे abhyas.airnews@gmail.com पर और हमारे विशेषज्ञ देंगे इसका जवाब। इस बार का विषय है एंथ्रोपोलॉजी और सवाल भेजने की अंतिम तारीख है 18 मई। आपका अभ्यास हमारा प्रयास।
आजादी का
Welcome back to the morning news. India's COVID vaccination coverage has crossed 191 crore 30 lakh mark. More than 13 lakh vaccine doses were administered yesterday. The Union Health Ministry said more than 4 crore 37 lakh vaccine doses have been administered to children belonging to the age group of 12 to 14 years so far. Over 3 crore 8 lakh precaution doses have been administered to the identified categories of beneficiaries, including healthcare workers, frontline workers, and people above 18 years of age. And now let's listen to our special program Azadi Ka Safar, highlighting the importance of the day during the freedom struggle.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News, Birth of a Nation.
India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of this struggle every day.
During the First War of Independence, on the 15th of May 1857, supreme command of the army was given to Mirza Mughal. Mirza Mughal was son of Bahadur Shah Zafar. He took a leading part in the First War of Independence of 1857. On the 15th of May 1857, a darbar was held in Red Fort and new officers of the Hindustani army were appointed by the emperor. The supreme command of this army was given to Mirza Mughal. He was titled as Commander-in-Chief Bahadur and his honorific title was Sahib-e-Alam.
In his capacity as Commander-in-Chief, Mirza Mughal worked as a liaison officer between the civil and military departments and formed a link with warriors on the one hand and the merchants and local chiefs on the other. He continued to play an important role in military administration. After the reoccupation of Delhi by the British, Mirza Mughal was captured on the 22nd of September 1857. The British took him near Khuni Darwaza and asked him to take off his clothes. He was shot dead and his body was driven to the Kotwali and laid down outside the building before he was buried. We salute this great nationalist.
We also remember Martyr Harpal Singh. He was in the English East India Company army but left it during the First War of Independence of 1857 and joined hands with rebel forces with a pledge to overthrow the oppressive foreign rule. He fought the British at several places and was finally caught during a confrontation. He was charged with mutiny against the British Empire and sentenced to 7 years jail. He was sent from Bombay to the Andaman Islands in April 1858, where he died due to physical torture in captivity on the 15th of May 1858. We salute the great
We also remember Martyr Sukhdev Thapar. He was born on the 15th of May 1907 in Ludhiana. Sukhdev Thapar had witnessed the brutal atrocities that the Imperial British Raj had inflicted on India, which led him to join the Revolutionary Freedom Fighters. As a member of the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, HSRA, Sukhdev Thapar organized revolutionary cells in Punjab and other areas of North India.
जब शहीदों की अर्थी उठे
He even went on to educate the youth at the National College in Lahore, greatly inspiring them about India's glorious past. He, along with other renowned revolutionaries, started the Naujawan Bharat Sabha at Lahore.
He is remembered for his courageous attack in the Lahore conspiracy case. Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev Thapar and Shivaram Rajguru, some of the most revered figures of the Indian freedom struggle, were hanged on the 23rd of March 1931 at Hussainiwala village of Firozpur district of Punjab. Sukhdev Thapar was just 24 years old when he became a martyr for his country. AIR News salutes. Brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
The Delhi government has ordered a magisterial inquiry into the Mundka fire incident. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal announced this after visiting the spot yesterday. He said the families of the deceased will be given 10 lakh rupees compensation, while the injured will be given 50,000 rupees compensation. Deputy Commissioner of Police, Outer District, Sameer Sharma said, out of the 27 bodies recovered, 25 are yet to be identified. A fire broke out at a plastic granulation factory in Narela area in the national capital last night. Delhi fire officials said 22 fire tenders were rushed to the spot to douse the flames. No one has been reported to be trapped inside the factory and no casualty has been reported. The cause of the fire is yet to be ascertained.
Former Australia cricketer Andrew Symonds died in a car crash last night. Symonds was the sole passenger in the crash just outside of Townsville in his home state of Queensland. He died on the spot. The police said emergency services attempted to revive the 46-year-old Symonds, but he died of his injuries. In the Italian Open tennis men's singles final, world number 1 Novak Djokovic will face world number 5 Stefanos Tsitsipas for the title at Rome today. The women's singles final will be played between world number 1 Iga Swiatek and 9th seed Ons Jabeur today. In badminton, rejuvenated Indian male shuttlers seeking to create history when they will clash 14-time winners Indonesia in the final of the Thomas Cup in Bangkok, Thailand at 11:30 a.m. today. Uttar Pradesh will take on Jharkhand in the final of Hockey India Sub-Junior Men's National Championship in Goa today. Later in the day, Uttar Pradesh registered a comfortable 8-0 victory over Haryana in the second semi-final. The third and fourth place match between Orissa and Haryana will also be played today. The final will be played today at 3 p.m. in Goa.
In the 12th Hockey India Senior Women National Championship, Odisha, Jharkhand, Haryana and Karnataka entered into the semi-finals after winning their respective quarter-final matches at Bhopal yesterday. The semi-final matches will be held tomorrow, as today is a rest day for the players. The finals will be held on Tuesday in Bhopal to decide the champion of the title. India's women boxers Neetu and Manisha advanced to the quarter-finals of the IBA Women's World Championships in Istanbul after registering contrasting victories yesterday. Two-time former youth world champion Neetu's competing for the first time in the event, prevailing 5-0 over Spain's Marta Lopez del Arbol in the 48 kg category to move to the last 8 stage. Today, 6 Indian boxers, including Nikhat, will be in action in the round of 16 bouts. Nikhat in 52 kilograms and Shiksha in 54 kg will next face Mongolia's Lutsai Khan Altan Setseg and Youth Asian bronze medalist Yesujin Oind Setseg respectively, whereas Parveen will take on former Youth Olympic champion Jazera Gonzalez of USA. Anamika in 50 kilograms will square off against World Championships bronze medalist Christy Lee Harris of Australia, while Jasmine in 60 kilograms will be up against Australia's Angela Harris. 2017 Youth World Champion Ankushita in 66 kilograms will begin her campaign against Poland's Anita Rzylska.
Kasturi Savekar from Kolhapur in Maharashtra has successfully scaled the world's highest mountain, Mount Everest. At 6 o'clock yesterday morning, 20-year-old Kolhapur girl successfully scaled Mount Everest to fulfill her dream. She has conquered two 8,000 meters plus mountains, Mount Annapurna and Mount Everest, in the Gratitude Month, being conducted to pay tribute to Rajashri Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj.
In IPL cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders defeated Sunrisers Hyderabad by 54 runs at MCA Stadium in Pune last night. Today, Chennai Super Kings will take on Gujarat Titans at the Wankhede Stadium, Mumbai, 3:30 p.m., while Lucknow Super Giants will play against Rajasthan Royals at the Brabourne Stadium, Mumbai, at 7:30 p.m.
Heat wave continues to sweep North India, with maximum temperatures crossing 45 degrees Celsius at many places yesterday. Delhi recorded a maximum temperature of 47 degrees Celsius, at least 7 notches above normal. The Met Department has issued orange alert for the national capital for today, but a thunderstorm or a dust storm is also likely in the national capital tomorrow. The Met Office has also issued a red alert for several districts of Rajasthan as Dholpur sizzled at 48.5 degrees Celsius. Jammu too recorded the season's hottest day. Meanwhile, heavy rains lashed large parts of northeast India yesterday. Talking to All India Radio, DG IMD Dr. Mrityunjay Mohapatra has warned of heavy rainfall till the 18th of May in Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura.
ये जो टेम्परेचर ऐसे जारी रहेगा अगले 2 दिन के लिए, इसके साथ साथ जो विदर्भ एरिया है महाराष्ट्र के, वहाँ हीट वेव कंडीशंस रहेगा और राजस्थान, मध्य प्रदेश, वेस्ट यूपी और हरियाणा में सीवियर हीट वेव कंडीशंस रहने का उम्मीद है। इसलिए हम लोग ऑरेंज और रेड कलर वार्निंग जारी किए हैं। 15 नाइट से एक वेस्टर्न डिस्टर्बेंस नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया को प्रभावित करने का पूर्वानुमान है और इसके प्रभाव में जो वेस्टर्न हिमालयन रीजन है वहाँ बारिश या थंडरस्टॉर्म होने का चेतावनी भी दिया गया है और इसके प्रभाव में ये टेम्परेचर जो अभी मोर देन नॉर्मल है, लगभग 5 से 7 डिग्री सेल्सियस, उसमें गिरावट होगा।
The Met Department has also warned of heavy rain in Kerala's Ernakulam and Idukki districts. It also issued an orange alert for southern districts of Kerala till tomorrow.
And now an overview of today's newspapers. Mercury hits 47.2 degrees Celsius in parts of Delhi. No respite expected today. Headlines of Hindustan Times. CBI detains Home Ministry official linked to FCRA bribery case, says another front page report in Hindustan Times. In a move to keep prices and inflation in check, India bans wheat exports on food security concerns. Headlines of Economic Times. Office norms changing to shared space. Companies warm up to flexible workspaces. Captions of Financial Express. China not to host 2023 AFC Asian Cup amid COVID surge, informs the Sunday Pioneer. CBI probes IPL match-fixing racket with Pakistan link, report Hindustan Times. Indian Express says match-fixing in 2019 IPL, CBI book 7, probing Pak hand. And finally, videography survey of Gyanvapi Masjid complex held peacefully, reports the Economic Times.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Tripura BJP President Dr. Manik Saha to be sworn in as Chief Minister of the state this morning. NIA conducts raids at 4 places in Kashmir, arrests 2 overground workers of terror group TRF. Former Punjab Congress President Sunil Jakhar resigns from party. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al-Nahan elected President of UAE. Prime Minister Narendra Modi extends best wishes to the new leader. Indian Embassy in Ukraine to resume its operation in Kyiv from 17th of this month. At least 10 people killed in mass shooting at Buffalo supermarket in New York, US. Heat wave continues to sweep North India. Orange alert issued for Delhi today. Heavy rains lash northeastern part of the country. India to take on Indonesia in the final of Thomas Cup badminton in Bangkok this morning. India's women boxers Neetu and Manisha advanced to quarter-finals of IBA Women's World Championships in Istanbul. And in IPL cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders beat Sunrisers Hyderabad by 54 runs in Pune. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.